just want to make a quick video on the T190. It's the 2005 T190 Kubota diesel. I just changed the hydraulic filter, fuel filter, and oil filter. You can see that the drain is right here, that flexible hose that comes off. That's for the oil. This is the fuel primer, so that will prime and get air out of the bleeder valve here. When you put on a new fuel filter, make sure you fill it with fuel so it's not full of air, and then you got to twist this on hand tight plus 1 full revolution. I put the hours and the date on all of them when I change them. That being said, yeah, this thing had some dripping. Sorry, let's focus on that. One thing that some people don't mention though is you got to bleed this out. So you got to open up this with a flathead. It'll bleed right out of this little hole right here. You got to bleed that out, and you want to kind of slowly squeeze it until there's no air coming out, and then seal it right away. But secondly, a lot of time people try to start it, and I've done this before. This is where I figured it out, that you're going to start it and it might die right away, and then you can't get it started again. It feels like it's not getting fuel. Well, it isn't. The reason that is because this little thumb screw, this is for bleeding the injector pump. So the fuel injector pump is right here, and you need to open this up, pull off your fuel fill cap, which again, this is where Bobcat tells you to fill the fuel. You can also fill, or the oil, my apologies. You can also fill the one that is marked oil, but it's a little bit harder. Obviously this is a little easier. And then you're going to open this up, put your ear here, and literally slowly pump this until you hear no air escaping out of here. And you want to do that until that is completely silent with this thumb screw all the way open. You can see how that's easy to open, easy to close. As soon as you're pumping it and you hear no more air and the ball feels solid, you've bled now, before that, the filter, and now you've bled the injector pump, and you should be ready to fire it up. So hopefully that helps. This is a 2005 T190 with a Kubota. Pretty standard Bobcat motor that was in a lot of early 2000s and late 90s machines, so it should work probably for a Mini X or some other skid or track loaders. So take a peek at this, and hopefully that helps, and rock and roll, move some dirt.